Well, definitely, it seems like autism is the most, we've had the most successful dissemination in autism for sure. And we're most well known for I think our work with individuals with autism. But does anybody else have other things they can think of other areas of life that they know ABD is successfully applied to?
I don't think it currently is, but I think in any business, behavioral principles would be amazing to implement. And it's so the opposite, really what actually goes on, and if anyone's had a job outside of this.
Yeah, business, schools.
I'd really like to see it disseminated in other fields a lot more, especially if, let's say, much sooner than later, a cure for autism and the related disorders is found. And if you weren't welcome to apply behavior analysis in other areas, you could be without a job. I mean, I wouldn't want that for you, but let's say if that were to happen, and you were in that situation, how would you feel? Because cures are great, but you don't want to be unemployed.
That's the nice thing about ABA. I mean, really, pick anything and you can apply it. Any business. I don't know. I'm
Yeah, I mean,
huge ABA-er.
as long as you're well equipped, all you would have to do if this were to happen is just maybe restructure which fields your business approaches, and everything should be fine.
I feel like it should be used to train like new employees at any type of place, like making sure that you teach them what to do before just kind of throwing them into it.
Yeah. Theory's definitely important before putting something in practice.
Yeah.
Now I got another one, and just having a big part of this for me is having reestablished relationships with people who helped me. How would you feel if one day down the line, just out of the blue, a kid you used to work with contacted you, and how'd you react?
That'd be fantastic. I think we always think about what's gonna, we think about the future. Like Marla was saying, I have dreams all the time about some of my clients. You hope that down the line that they would, and it'd be doing great.
Yeah, this past year especially did, and I can tell you, I recall the first time I reached one on my phone. Sending an email is one thing, but to hear the voice of one of them over the other line after a decade, God, I could not stop crying for an hour after that, because it was just, God, it's brought about so much closure for me. And, it's the most wonderful thing to be able to have a reestablished relationship in an entirely new way. I never could imagine that one day I could actually be having a drink with one of them. That's the greatest thing, because it's no longer along the lines between therapist and patient.
Yeah.
It's good to be friends. Especially because I wanted to do this and not because I had to. Word of advice for you guys. If ever you stop working with a kid, I definitely give their families a way in which they can contact you, but only if they want to. I think I can't stress that enough, because if I wasn't feeling this, I wouldn't have done any of the things I've done over the last few years. Because, if anything, I'm only comfortable. It's like, just as I'm only comfortable doing something because I want to, I'm only comfortable talking to somebody else if they are comfortable with me, because I get requests all the time from other people in the field asking me if I talk to some kids they're working with, and I'm just like, sure, but the ball's in their court. I'm not gonna push it. You have to feel what you do. You really do. And another big thing of late, so I'm pretty sure some of you have heard about these new changes being proposed for the criteria and definition of autism. And what are your thoughts on that?
Is anybody tremendously familiar? I think you asked me this a while ago, and I'm not tremendously familiar with the proposed changes in the definition.
That they're really narrowing the definition of autism, so that a lot of people
There's
don't
more
know.
criteria, and they have to have more behaviors.
Yeah, I think it's kind of
scary for kids that might not get services that
Right.
will really benefit from the early intensive intervention because they're the ones that probably just need a little bit of help to get them caught up.
Maybe this is just a theory I had, but sometimes I wonder, could insurance companies have a hand in this? Because when you think about how in the majority of states where it's mandated to cover the necessary services and the insurance companies have been reluctant to do so, it's like maybe this is their way of getting revenge or something like that. Or maybe I'm just
I wouldn't be surprised. Insurance companies have a lot of power.
But it's like, you know, I was talking to somebody about this, and she said she talked to my mom one time who said, it's like all lines up, they have to realize that this is the kid's life they're putting on the line. They need to figure out that it is worth it. Because there are several things in life that are worth more than money, but it's unfortunate how it always comes down to that.
And the sad thing is, if you look at any cost-benefit analysis of intensive ABA, you look at kids, you know, who do intensive ABA, it's a lot less expensive to give a child intensive ABA for a few years than it would be to not, and then have the state have to support that individual for the rest of their lives.
Mhm.
Every cost-benefit analysis says that, but the problem is people don't want to spend the money right now. So they'd rather just pay a little, you know, pay it over the individual's lifetime than pay more right now and not pay anything later.
And lastly, do any of you ever feel like you're misunderstood by others as far as the work you do or the possibilities of it? And what would you say to them?
I feel, yeah, all the time. I mean, if anyone asks you what you do and you tell them, so many people don't even understand still what autism is, which blows my mind, but it's still.
Yeah, especially when it's not like 1 in every 110. It's like, come on, it's nothing new.
Has anybody seen on Facebook, it's been going around lately, it's the a behavior analyst, what my mom thinks I do.
Yeah.
It's a picture of a woman like cuddling a baby. And
Where is that?
training a dog.
Yeah.
What other psychologists think I do, and it's a picture of someone training a dog. What my friends think I do, and it's a picture of like a Sigmund Freud type, you know, with the guy that's ballet.
I need that.
That is
Goes
great,
my
yeah,
mind.
send that around.
So I think, yeah, we definitely encounter that, the you know, people not knowing. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I've taken to, when people ask me what I do, a lot of times I'll just tell them some other job. Not people I'm never gonna talk to again, like I'm is playing blackjack.
You're like, well, I really don't want to get into this.
Actually, one of our corporate supervisors gave me a good idea, which is say you're a bank teller. Because it's not interesting, and no one will ask you.
Yeah, my fiance always says that when he tells people what I do in the field that I'm in, you know, a lot of people, he's in the entertainment industry, they're like, what is that? and they have no idea. And he's always saying that we need a big PR campaign because what we do is so amazing and so useful, and it's surprising that so few people in the mainstream know about it.
Seems like most people